to get the Jitsi going. Yeah, oh no, there we are. Right, it's live streaming. It is Sam and Matt, and it is the Kent Beck Scrum. Yes, it is. It's Wednesday, and here we are. And yes, updates from me include that I've made some progress actually deploying the async photo core API thing onto Dree. Not completely working yet, but progress being made. Although it's still not completely working. I've also I'm trying to oh gosh, what is it? The AV102 course, which is the the TA course that parallels the MOOC. So the new MOOC has gone live, the part 2. I'm trying to document the process of sending out the updates for the for that course, and I'm kind of halfway through it, and I guess I'm not going to finish it today, but there we go. Yeah, so I'm a little blocked on the Dree thing. That's just working. I'm actually they've turned over pretty much their whole technical team, and I've got new technical people who I'm talking to, and there we go. I mean, it's sort of important, I think, for our relationship with them as a sponsor that we keep trying to use their infrastructure, but even though we've got the whole thing set up with Azure, no one has yet joined. Since I started the experiment with the new, having the greeter bot on Azure, no one has got no new joins. So there we go. Yeah, and then we've got the async voter meeting coming up for better or for worse, and then I've got to nip off. That's me. Matt, how are things going with you?
Yeah, good. Just now, I was blocked getting Cucumber to run both versus Rails templates and an Ember.
Uh-huh.
But I seem to have it partly working.
Oh, well done.
It seems like nobody's tried to do this before because it almost doesn't make sense to have a front end running in both places and trying to test, one. So I think I can just play with it a little longer. There's all these settings for drivers.
Right.
You call drivers rack test for for Capybara, sorry. And you got to set it to something else to do Ember, Selenium, right. And then you got to set it back to rack test.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll keep playing with it. I thought about showing it to you, but it's pretty messy. So
okay, yeah, when you're ready, I'll look forward to seeing it. Good job.
Yeah, and maybe at some point we can, if I get this working, we'll be able to maybe pair around some stories, maybe to.
Yeah, let's do that. We had planned that one for Monday. We'll have to reschedule. Find a time. Yeah,
we'll find time. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. It's kind of interesting.
Cool. Yeah, good stuff. And we're chatting away now. Event manager, getting you hooked up with Zizo and all those things sorted out. So all good stuff. Yes.
Yeah, I think that should be sorted. Hopefully.
Yeah. Great stuff. Welcome to, is that Pawan?
Yeah. Hi there.
Hi there. Hey, great to have you with us. Hi, greetings. We're just going around our Scrum, and each person's sort of talking about what they're working on. I think so. Matt, you're finished there. There's nothing else to report at the moment.
I'm good.
All right. Thanks. Great. Let's check in with Lokesh. How are things going with you, Lokesh?
Yeah. So I've been working on a website run. This is about the pull request that the YouTube links should be, which are not valid, should be show error message. And I've been working on to write failing tests, and I've been successful. But I'm having some problem, writing error making sure that the error message is displayed beside the videos. Right. Maybe I think I have to study, Capybara a little bit more to write this thing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you're okay. Yeah. Right. So you've got it working so that the YouTube ID shouldn't be clickable if the ID is nil.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that's working. Yeah, that's great. Ironically, there, if I dare point it out, is what I was saying. Like, you know, what you've got there. You know, the check that it's not clickable. That's the critical thing. And so slicing it small. If it was me, I would submit the pull request with that. Right. Like displaying the error message is a bonus. And so interestingly here, although it sounded really simple, yeah, like that little extra bit that we thought was going to be really, really simple actually turns out from a testing point of view to be a little bit more complicated. Do you know what I mean?
Hello?
Hello, Lokesh, can you hear me?
Yeah. I wasn't able to hear the last line.
No, okay. So I was just saying, remember in the previous Scrum, we were talking about how we're trying to work on the absolute simplest thing, right?
Yeah.
So you notice how the simplest solution was just to make the thing not clickable, right? Which you've got working and you've got the test for it working. Now, I imagine you thought that, oh yeah, just getting the error message there, that'll be easy. But we always think that. Do you know what I mean? Like it always seems like, I mean, there's some things that seem hard. So it's kind of, if it was me, right, I would be tempted to get the pull request in with the fix for making it unclickable, right? And then that could be going out to production while you work on, like, you know, nice to haves, which are the error messages. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is in this case, you know, the time that, you know, we're not deploying that frequently, and, you know, you'll probably fix this one in a, you know, another half an hour or whatever. But it's it's anyway. I couldn't help making the point. My apologies if that is fatuous of me.
Yeah,
but
I get it. You're basically saying this is nice to have, but not mandatory.
Well, or and it's kind of like it's definitely nice to have, and it's even good to have. But this is the thing: is that for every bit of extra functionality, that creates another chance for something to go wrong. And so what we, at least from, and I think different project managers, you know, I think other project managers might say to you, yeah, you should spend the whole day working and get that done. For me, I just love slicing these things into smaller and smaller pull requests. You know what I mean? Because they're easier to review, easier to merge, easier to roll back. They go into separate commits. That's my style. That doesn't mean that you know, in the rest of your programming career, you'll always do the same thing. But anyway, and so great work working on that. I've also merged a few of your other pull requests. Thank you so much for those. Great work there. Anything else that you need? Anything blocking you? Any plans?
You know, I was wondering whether, you know, we can have some way to, you know, show this time in the time zone in which the user is.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, interestingly, of course, if you click through on the link, you see it in the time zone. We have got this like timer plugin. Have you seen the timer plugin that we've got in Slack? So like, yeah, basically we've got a timer plugin. I don't know if I can go into like, for example, I don't know. Well, I'll do it in website 1. No, I just need to share my screen. I'm running out of time, but there is, I think Ashley helped us install. There's like, if we do time tomorrow at 3 p.m. like that, it then looks at the timestamps of everybody in the channel when it's working, and then does this. So, we could be doing that for It would be great if in you know, if I wrote a time in that rather than doing this where it showed everything, it would automatically convert. But yeah, so that it would be very, very cool if it was clear from the general channel, like these, rather than them being in UTC. So anyway, but cool. I guess we've got very little time left. We better go on to Pawan, unless you've got any other important issues, Lokesh. You right, Lokesh?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said we've got very little time left before the start of the next meeting. So if it's all right, I'll go on to Pawan unless you've got any other important questions or issues.
No, that's it.
Okay, great. Pawan, welcome. Great to have you with us. How are you doing there?
I'm fine, great. Is there a way I can actually type the chat thing rather than talking?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there is a. I'll do. Hello. There is a chat. We're in a thing called Jitsi doing the thing. So there is a little. If you mouse over on the left-hand side, there's a open/close chat button, and you can chat there. And then I was just screen sharing. We have the whole Slack instance. So if you're logged into Slack, then you can chat in many different channels. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yep. So I have nothing to ask as of now. I'm just new to this whole group actually. So let me watch for a couple of weeks, a couple of days, and then I'll come back.
Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, same time every day, weekdays. It's 1 in the morning as well. Yeah, great stuff. Great to have you with us. Yeah, good show. All right. Well, I think that's our. Actually, then that allows us to finish on time. I guess we did also have. We had the Elixir mob, and we just got to the point of getting WebSockets set up in Elixir. That's something that I did since the previous Scrum, and that was a nice session. And interestingly, the actually Elixir course from Stephen Grider, it kind of stops. He doesn't actually go into WebSockets, and we're kind of left. But we've made some progress, and hopefully we can get them all working next week. But there we go. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'll turn off the stream there for that.